Volunteer work for some organizations requires hours of special training. One of those organizations is Prince George Regional Highway Rescue. Riley Reiter took the special training needed so he could help people in serious situations on the road.
When the weather starts to cool, Riley Reiter knows he will be getting more calls for help. Reiter and the rest of the Prince George Regional Highway Rescue Team puts in extra training to prepare for the busiest time of year.
Once the weather's starting to change and the roads are starting to freeze up, and of course in the dead of winter it could be up to like 4 to 5 calls a week. And those calls would typically be people off the banks, because there's some pretty steep banks out of town, whether going north, east, or south, and rolling their vehicles and their way down.
Reiter finds his volunteer rescue role very rewarding. His team is able to cover remote highway locations where there is little to no emergency rescue. A lot of his success in the organization comes from the other volunteers.
We have our own trainer in-house here. And like I said, on training we do twice a week now, and we go around the yard, and we have various tow companies that donate vehicles to us, and we basically do mock-up training sessions, and we'll put one of our guys in as a patient, and we'll extricate him as if it was on scene.
Reiter is always on call and ready to respond at a moment's notice. However, while he waits, his training becomes his focus.
We're bumping it up again to twice a week, so we are going to be training here on Wednesdays and on Sundays. And so that alone is quite a lot of time, and then of course there's the actual calls that you go on that are, unexpected and at any time.
When he's on call, it's 24/7. So he has to be available. He has to be ready, willing, and able to go out on a truck, take a call, drive the truck, go and rescue people, cut into cars.
Highway Rescue responds to several accidents a year that involve transport trucks. Without the service staffed by volunteers, Reiter feels some victims would have different outcomes.
There's nobody except ambulance and police that gets out there, and they don't have the tools, equipment, or the know-how, to get people out of these vehicles that are not in the best conditions.
There aren't many highway rescue trained volunteers like Riley Reiter. His desire to serve any time of day and consistent hours of training makes our community a better place to live. Dave Branco, CKPG News.